Good evening, everybody. I'm Rupraj. Tonight, women looking for love, instead trapped and attacked by a man who they say seemed normal. 3 victims so far and counting. Fox News' Jessica Dupek is live now with one woman's terrifying story. Jessica.
Well, the suspect here is being held on a $1 million bond. And Roop, you know they don't hand those out easy anymore. Police say that speaks to how dangerous this guy is. Now, let's put a face to the story here. Let's take a look at a picture of 31-year-old Daniil Sandridge Jones from Detroit. He's charged in connection to assaulting at least 3 women. And the common thread is that he met them on Facebook dating. At first, we're told he seemed normal, but after a couple of dates, the women described him as snapping. Then he allegedly attacked. All of the crimes apparently happened at Sandridge Jones' East Side Detroit home. He threw a brick at one woman's face and then at her car, choked and beat another woman, allegedly. And in the case of 27-year-old Jakayla Archie, he stabbed her multiple times in the neck and made her drive around at knife point throughout the city of Detroit. She had no idea what his plans with her were.
You gotta be careful with who you meeting online, especially on these dating sites, you know, Facebook dating, Tinder, whatever, you gotta be super careful. You just never know who you're meeting. I mean, three women, and it could be multiple more, that'll come forward anonymously, and, it's good they finally got this guy because he, throwing bricks at him, assaulting him, stabbing them with knives, forcing them to do stuff against their will. You just gotta be super careful when you on these apps and stuff, trying to find love and all that type of stuff. Again, you never know who you're meeting. You never know what their true intentions are. Because people can definitely put on the front, for as long as they need to, till you get into their presence. And even when you get in their presence, they'll put on a little more front. And then their true self just has to start showing. Because it's only so long that you can bottle up your true self until it starts showing. I even did a story, like just a couple of days ago where, the guy met the woman on a dating app. They had been, dating or married for like 8 years, and he ended up killing her and killing her 2 kids. And he said, it was voices or something, or he had a split personalities type of thing. But yeah, you got to be careful, super careful with who you start dealing with on these apps.
I definitely thought I wasn't going to survive, at all. I never thought I was ever going to make it out of there. It was to the point where I started praying and things of that nature. And when he found out that I was praying, and when he heard me whisper God, he was like, you believe in God? You believe in God? I knew that he had...
Straight demon. Anybody who asks you something like that, straight demon.
Did this to multiple women prior. I just had a feeling like you had to do this before because he was too comfortable.
Yeah, Jakayla said at first, though, everything seemed normal. It seemed like casual dating. Now, she was able to escape last month when this all happened. After several hours, they went back to his East Side Detroit home. She said he got distracted by a phone call. She was able to grab her keys and get out of there, but she sincerely was not sure that she'd make it out alive. Now, we did talk to Detroit police about this case. They are investigating. They had a lot to say, including the possibility of more victims. We'll get into that later on The Edge at 11. For now.
Yeah, this is crazy. And here's another...
A woman who narrowly escaped a man prosecutors call a serial attacker is breaking her silence to warn others about dating app dangers.
She was held captive, stabbed in the throat, and forced to drive her alleged attacker through the streets of Detroit until she found a split second to run.
But the horror doesn't end with her. Investigators say this man has 2 other victims.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alsanaida sat down with Jakayla, who's now exposing a terrifying pattern and showing us the scars she wants no other women to bear.
I just really was thinking, that I'm glad that I made it out alive, because my mother,
you know, what he would have did with my body if I didn't make it out that night.
27-year-old Jakayla Archie says it was one of the darkest days of her life.
And it was just so scary for me. And then I felt like I was just alone.
Last year around the holidays, Archie decided to give Facebook dating a try and match with 31-year-old Detroit resident Danielle Darren Sandridge Jones. After chatting online for about a month, she says they started going out and met up a few times at his home on Elmdale Street in Detroit.
So, they have been chatting for a month. Then, finally decide to meet up, which you would think is like, good enough time to kind of vet someone. But the vetting process doesn't just stop with just talking online. You have to vet a person in person. And I don't think the best place to kind of vet someone is at their residence. Like, I just don't believe that.
To the music, watch movies and stuff like that, just casual dating.
Then last month they met up again, but she says this time Sandridge Jones was irate for reasons unknown to her.
That's when he ran and he went to go get the knife and he stabbed me in my throat and he cut me and then he told me, like, I'll kill you.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says Archie was stabbed multiple times and then was allegedly forced to drive the suspect around to multiple locations.
He's yelling like, keep driving, you want me to kill you, you want me to kill you?
Bleeding and terrified, she says she followed his orders until they ended up back at his home. She was then ordered inside until she found an opportunity to grab her keys and run away, calling 911 after hours of what she calls torture. Sandridge Jones was arrested, charged with 2 other separate domestic violence incidents, all of which allegedly occurred at his home and all of which allegedly occurred with women he was dating at the time. Archie's physically okay now, but mentally still has not recovered and is giving dating a break. But she hopes her story reminds women to stay vigilant and speak up.
I don't want no one to feel that it's embarrassing to go through domestic violence or, don't be embarrassed about anything, it happens.
Sandridge Jones remains here at the Wayne County Jail. He's facing charges of assault with intent to murder as well as unlawful imprisonment. He's due back in court later this week. Now, Detroit police say they don't have any official reports of additional victims tied to the suspect, but they say that doesn't mean there's none out there. So if you may be a victim, be sure to give them a call.
Yeah, it's good that they, got him, locked up. It could have been real bad. Yeah, this could have been real bad. And no care for her because he stabbed her and then he made her drive him around. So he didn't really care for this woman. Just using her, really. And could have did something even more, even worse than, what he had already did. And it's good that she got away and was able to call 911. She seen her opportunity and she didn't hesitate. A lot of people hesitate and that's where they make their mistake. But the lesson in this video is definitely be careful, man, with, all this online dating stuff. Like, you're gonna match with a lot of people and kind of gotta have like a like zero tolerance policy when it comes to it, because even if stuff seems too good and stuff like that, you definitely gotta keep your awareness up. It's just simple as that. And mainly, it's just a lot of women who are on the end of this whole thing more so than the men. But both sides, you have to keep your awareness up and just make sure that you are matching with someone who kind of matches what you're looking for, or just gotta be careful. I don't want to say get off them things altogether because some people are still gonna get on them. Hey, this is like an advertisement for it, so some people may just want to try their luck, but more than likely, man, you're not gonna meet anything or anyone productive on those things. So get back out here in real life and do the hard work in real life. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. If there's any more updates, of course, I'm gonna come back with a another reaction video. But if you like this content, just make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.